Now normally I would start a build off marking a lot of mold lines on the body to show me where they are with a permanent marker. Now in this case there aren't really that many luckily, so that was a quick little job. I mark them off with the permanent marker to show me where they are, and then carefully start sanding them off with some sanding sticks and also some sandpaper in order to carefully remove them. When the black marker is gone, so should the mold line. With the mold lines now out of the way and sanded with a bit of a rougher grit sanding stick, I moved on to a sanding sponge with 600 grit from Tamiya to smooth it all out and get it a bit of a rougher finish for the primer to stick to it. I also went over all of the panel lines to make them a bit deeper and wider with a Panelline scriber. I have links in the description down below to all the products used. With the body and all the body parts now ready for paint, the last thing to do was assemble. So I could glue the rear bumper in with no problem before painting. Same goes for the side skirt. On the front I needed to add some of the radiator and intercoolers. Underneath them, that would be a bit of a hassle, but it's still easily accessible with a brush afterwards to paint them, and also goes with the cowl for the window wipers. This one needed to be glued underneath the hood. Now also not really a big deal as it's still really accessible and easily painted with a brush later on. So with those parts all glued in place with some super glue, I set it to dry and then moved on to cleaning off all of the dust and going into the spray booth to apply a first couple of coats of primer. With the hard to reach, easy to forget spots taken care of, I could move on to a light coat on the rest of the main body. The first light coat has been applied, so I set it aside for about 5 minutes to move on to a second coat, and with that second coat all finished, so is the primer for now. After I had applied that second coat, it was all nicely covered, and I could let it sit for about 45 minutes to an hour before sanding it nice and smooth with a 3000 grit sanding sponge in order to get it ready for the color coats to be applied. With all of the imperfections now sanded out and the body nice and smooth, I moved on to applying a nice bright silver base coat for the yellow to later go on top of. I'm applying this bright silver base coat to make the yellow cover quicker and also have a brighter finish. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, do a Google image search on the difference between gray and white primer and the colors applied on top. You will clearly see that the colors applied to the gray primer are a lot darker than on the white primer. Now you might be asking, well, if you're talking about white primer, why are you not using white primer then? because I don't like it. Zero Paints does make a white primer. I've had really bad experience with it in the past, and I don't really like using it ever since. The gray primer has worked perfectly fine for me, and the silver base coat is a good medium to solve that problem for me. With the first coat of silver now applied, I let that sit and dry for about another 5 minutes before applying a second silver coat to cover that completely. With the second silver coat now applied, I was ready to let it sit and dry for about 15 minutes before moving on to applying the yellow. Now, some of you might have already been on to me by the unboxing of the kit itself, and of course the wheel sets, which I plan on using. Not really entirely sure if they will fit. I got some comments that they might be a bit too small for this build, but we'll see. I am, of course, planning to replicate the Evan Shanks Evo 10. Now, I'm not planning to replicate it exactly, but I'm basing mine on his with the color, of course, and the wheels that I'm looking at right now. With the first careful coat of yellow now applied, I'm noticing that it doesn't really cover all that well. The paint is a bit thin, so I'm letting it sit and dry for about 10 to 15 minutes opposed to the normal 5 minutes to give it a bit more working time. After that, I applied a second coat, did the same thing 10 to 15 minutes, and moved on to the third and fourth coat in the same way. Now, as I had just mentioned, yellow isn't really covering that quick. The paint is a bit thin, so you do need to be careful. Don't rush it, just keep applying it in thin coats and letting it dry in between with enough time. If you don't let it dry in between, it will start working with the plastic, ripping apart. You will have some tears in it, and the finish will probably look terrible. So if you notice something like that on the application of a color, just take it slow, apply a couple extra coats, and don't rush it. After applying this third coat, I again let it set for 10 to 15 minutes, then applied a fourth and final coat of the yellow before moving on to applying a pearl coat on top. Now, I'm using a yellow pearl that I got from a 2-stage paint set a while back, which I thought would look really cool. Now, the Evan Shanks build was a just base yellow, nothing special, and that is where I'm going a different route. I'm deciding to add a pearl to give it a bit more pop, and I'm also adding a lot of gunmetal highlights to the body, which I will be showing in the next video. So to recap, I just assembled all the body parts, sanded and primed them, moved on to a silver base coat to get a super nice and bright finish underneath the yellow to make it cover really nicely, then applied a couple coats of yellow, added a really nice and bright finish, and then applied a pearl on top to make it really pop and give a cool effect in the sunlight. In the next video, I will be adding a lot of black details, and as I said, also some gunmetal details to the roof and the diffuser on the rear, and also the splitter on the front. So be on the watch out for that video coming up next.